We in that thing. What's going on, everyone's? We are back in this thing. I what we back with, baby?
We, who are you?
Oh,
Who you with?
I thought this was Is My Point Valid
Oh
first.
yeah, we're back with Is My Point Valid? I apologize.
And I am Brandon D. Stocker.
And I am Camille A. Stocker.
And before we get into today's topic, do you got any what you know good, baby?
Ooh, I have a
What you
good
know
what you know
no
good. So it's like
good.
a shout out. But happy 17th birthday to my niece Brooklyn. She's
Huh,
17.
Brooklyn.
Oh my
Shout out.
goodness. But anyway, happy birthday. I love you.
Yeah, we love you. That's all you got for today?
Yeah, I don't have anything else.
All
That's
right,
my
all right,
you
all
know
right.
good.
Well, today, the episode where the topic for today is going to be,
Pedestals.
huh? What you mean by that, baby? Elaborate a little bit for the people.
Um, we like to put people high. We like to um just have people up high, and that's all I can say. We have people up high. We give people a lot more than they deserve.
More credit?
More credit than they deserve. We um yeah, we just give people a lot more credit than they deserve, and they don't be doing nothing but nothing.
So really, we be setting ourselves up
We
for
set
failure,
ourselves up for failure. I do
expecting
believe
people
it.
not to be people,
Absolutely.
huh? So, I mean, I think that's just a part of how society is set up. It's like if you are a celebrity or you are on TV, you are an entertainer, things like that, they automatically assume that you have a higher standard of living.
Yeah.
And when they come and we find out that they live in regular human lives like the rest of us, then we will we oh my God,
You tricked
not
us.
him.
Not him.
It wasn't
You're a
no.
good guy because of how you portray things.
Huh.
Because you could look at us and people could say, "Well, y'all portray this, okay," but with all honesty, this
Is what it is.
this is what it is. So we're not coming into it being like weird, and I don't want anybody to put me on a pedestal or be like, "Ooh, I want to be like you," or "I want to be like your relationship," because no, you don't want to be like my
No, because
relationship.
you don't know what it took for to get here. You don't know if you're willing to put that work in.
And so we
Yeah.
glorify a lot of things because of what is portrayed to us, because of an image. And you've lately we've been seeing a lot of it, just a whole lot of, oh, I didn't ever think this person would do that, or oh, like you said, oh, that person's doing that. But yeah, that
Mm-hmm.
person's doing that. So you want me to name a few people
I mean, if you want to,
who have
it's your
been who
prerogative.
have been heavy on my brain.
Huh.
So Kirk Franklin, Derek Jackson, and then this one, like I'm saying, I was surprised. I'm just
Yeah.
saying right now,
Yeah.
but it was Gary Owens. Owens, is that his name? Gary
Gary, the
Owens,
comedian, the white comedian with the black
with the
wife.
black wife.
Yeah.
And I don't think he was. Yeah, I think he was held up on a pedestal because he was
In the spotlight.
He was the white guy who had the black wife,
Yeah.
who was funny and fit in. Oh,
Who related to black people?
related to black people. They would always be like in the comments, oh, he's invited to the cookout because of what he was giving. So I say those people because lately they've been in the media. They've been showing their butts.
Huh.
Showing, and it's like what's related with it is this whole excuse me, this whole God. And I ain't saying, because I love Jesus.
And you know I love
I love
Jesus.
God.
Amen.
I do. But when do we stop using that?
The word to our
word.
benefit.
Yeah.
Huh. When we gonna stop using Genesis, Exodus, and Leviticus and creating our own scriptures?
Wait, what?
Huh.
I'm not saying create your own scriptures.
No, I'm saying what I mean by that is people will use different scriptures to accommodate,
to justify they doing.
Exactly what they're doing. So yeah,
And
that's what I meant by that.
And so I can say, like, for Kirk Franklin, and I have to be honest with these. I watched a couple of interviews, but I never heard the audio, so I
Hmm.
don't know
I don't know about the Kirk Franklin
what
situation.
what was said, what was happening, and all that. But I know a lot of people have an opinion
Everybody got an opinion.
because of the
Shout out to social media.
social media, because of the space of, oh, you're a pastor, or you do gospel music, or this, or you put God in your work. But what does that mean? Like,
That I
what does that mean
mean,
exactly?
that's all all superficial. That's all what we looking at. But who are you on the inside?
And
What is your
who
What is your character?
your character,
Not your
not your
personality. What
personality,
is your
your
character?
character. Because people are so, I'm still on Kirk. People are so doggone shocked. Oh, he would never. And if this and that, and if I had grown
Didn't Kirk
kids,
Franklin cheat on his wife?
look, I don't know what the man did, but I know some of
Wasn't
this.
he a porn
I
addict?
look, I heard about
So
that
we
part.
should have exited him from the pedestal on those two instances.
But
Are
see,
we
hold
still
on.
surprised?
Wait, but then when a person says, I have this addiction,
Huh?
I bring it out to the public. I tell the public, this is what I was going through, da 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 da. Then they go right back
Excuses.
up on, nope, they go right back on that pedestal
Oh,
because
okay.
you've
I
shown, I
apologize. So now
apologize.
it's okay.
There we go.
Yeah,
So
society. Shout out to society.
now move on to
Message.
move on to Derek Jackson. God dog. Hey Monty.
Hey there.
Move on to that man bamboozling every woman,
Swindling.
man, out of this. I never liked, let
Hoodwinking.
me tell you my feelings about him anyway.
Huh?
I never liked him.
Why
And
is that?
because he didn't make any sense.
I don't even know who this guy
I know you
is.
don't.
Half these stories I don't even be knowing about it until after the fact, or maybe months after, and then I hear about it because I don't really be listening to the media like that. I don't be watching the news like that. All of that gossip and bull jive that be
Yeah.
going on, y'all can really miss me with that. But the topic for today is what it is. So
Pedestals.
hey, it is what it is, and
But
I know from personal experiences the type of people. I mean the time, the free the
take your time.
how often we put people on
How
pedestals,
often?
and it seems
And it's
like
like,
it
we saying pedestal, but it's idolizing.
yeah,
And you
exactly.
should not idolize
All these
anybody, and you
false
should
gods and
false
false
god.
prophets and
You
all
are
of this
not to
here.
put anybody above him. So it's like they telling we, but a lot of people might not know that. So I'm gonna give them a pass. I'm gonna give people the benefit of the doubt, but I
Oh,
know.
what benefit of what
No,
doubt?
it ain't no benefit of the doubt.
They ain't supposed to know.
They supposed to know.
Oh, okay.
They're supposed to know.
Well, we here to clear it up for the people.
But then, you just have these people thinking because they're in the church that they can do no wrong. And it's like the only perfect being is,
The man that they claim to serve.
so I'm stumbling over my words because it's not funny, but it's like
It's funny.
it's funny.
Yeah. It's real funny style.
And then this is how I think he's playing the whole situation is he did wrong,
Mm-hmm.
but he also knew the type of woman that he has.
She's a forgiving woman.
That
is the most forgiving black woman
I'm not gonna say she's forgiving him.
Well, she's still
I
with him,
don't.
so it has
That
to be
doesn't mean
it has to be some kind of degree of forgiveness.
I think there is. I don't think there's any forgiving. I think
she
there's.
just
look. I don't
she
know.
just stay in the course.
I don't know, but women. I'm gonna say worship. That's kind of, but I feel like it was because when I looked at, I would see his stuff. Like I'm saying, I knew who he was. I would look at his stuff. I would see all these women, and he would give all this. To me, it was
advice.
It was horrible advice, and I remember always sending it to my sister and be like, "Does this make sense?" And she hated that I would send it to her because she can't stand him. But I'm like, no, I'm just trying to make sure that what I'm hearing
Is what you
is
hearing.
what I'm hearing.
Is what he's
And is
saying.
it making sense? Because he has like a following. And that's what's scary about social media.
Yeah.
You have a following,
It gave everybody with a mouth a
a
voice.
voice, but you have, listen to what I'm saying, you have a following. You have people following you for,
You got people following all kind of ignorant folks. It's
that's
entertainment.
scary.
It's entertainment.
But some people aren't
And then some people are so drawn to it,
that
they don't need, some people don't even like it, but they so messy that they're drawn to it. So that's probably a lot of his following. A lot of the women, they probably in his comments like, oh no, you but you still following him. You still listening to him. You still tuned in. He's still getting them viewers. He's still getting paid off of y'all. So what are we talking about?
what are we talking about? And
Huh.
then, so like I said, I cannot speak on his wife on if she forgave him. I don't know. I don't know what they got going on. But
Did you even know he had a wife prior to
I
this?
did not.
Did he ever post his wife on social media?
I had never saw her.
And did he ever mention her?
I, I, I,
Message.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say this.
So he put out a false narrative.
He really did. And it's a lot of people out here. It ain't just men, it's women too, who are
Exactly.
out here on these social medias and they posting all of this stuff. They posting every aspect of their life except for their significant other. So we don't even realize that they have a significant other.
That's dangerous.
You can't even do you can't even look back and see anything about this person's girlfriend, husband, wife, boyfriend, or whatever, whoever they claim to be with. So that itself is sending a false narrative.
It's a false narrative. And now we go on to
Who else?
Gary Owens.
The white black guy.
Monty said, laugh out loud, I don't post my husband, but we know you're married.
We
like,
know
you know
you
we
ain't
know.
and we know the type of person you are.
Right.
So if somebody tries to come at you like that, it's like, no, yeah, this is what it is. So you are an exception, Monty. We're gonna let you make it, Monty.
But we know there's some people out here just if I don't
Yeah.
post it, like huh? But hold on, let me stay on it real quick because I saw a lot of people clowning her as well with her attire. I ain't gonna talk about the attire
The wife
so
of who?
much of Derek Jackson. Brandon really does not know, so he's coming into this like blind.
Yeah. I wish I had more commentary for y'all, but I don't know what.
But
I wish I would have seen what she had on. Now that I'm looking at you and your reaction, you gonna pull it up? Let me see.
She had a bonnet on or something. But
in what kind of a setting?
It was like, let me say this: if something had happened between me and you, first off, what we not about to do, we're not about to come sit in front of this camera and tell the whole world what had happened. Me and you.
So me, you, and the world got to figure it out.
Absolutely not.
Before me and you figure it out.
Why do they need to know what's going on?
How they gonna help us figure it out?
That's what I've been trying to question.
They gonna hit you in your comments and tell you, oh, you need to do A, B, C. No, I don't need to do A, B, C, D, or F. You, Mickey Ficky.
If I show you this, don't say nothing out of the line.
Don't show me.
Okay.
We on
ain't
live.
Gonna do that right now.
We on live right now.
It came to a point where I guess they were, and give me your hand. I can't even do it. God dog it. Their hands were like real tight. He was holding her.
My beloved.
He was in control. He was really in control, and it bothered me. It really bothered me because it was like, ma'am.
I like this.
I bet you do.
We're gonna do this for the rest of the show.
No, we are not.
She don't want to let me go. Y'all see her trying to pull away. Yeah.
See, that's exactly what I've been doing in that video. You gonna let go of my hand. We ain't like, it was like she was just.
Did he have you like this, or did he have you like this? Shout out to Friday Message.
It was a mess, and so, but it was just like what I think we, and I'm gonna say we, but I'm not meaning we.
Us.
That we get caught up in trying to please everybody. I don't got the only person that I need to please.
I have a hard enough time. I have a hard enough time trying to please myself and secondly her. So everybody,
Because
man,
if you know me, you know I'm real particular.
man,
So
say.
you look at her, and it was just like she had wrote a message as well, and about how she
Where she
was.
left the message at on Facebook, on
I look.
Twitter.
I never went into it.
Mm.
I was on my my shows and my
You just
YouTube.
happened to scroll by.
Yeah, because it was like, first off, people clowning. I'm not about to be clowned. Like
What exactly were they clowning?
her
Her
attire, her
clothes.
attire, because I believe she is a beautiful woman. Like
Did she
she,
look like she just came out the highs? Like he was like, "Come on, we got to go do this interview. Come on, bring yours on here."
they were at home, but I guess it was impromptu moment to say this is what's happening. But how I feel, and to get off of them, I'm not going to allow anybody, like, if you do whatever you do, then that's between me and you, basically.
That's real.
I don't need to get on Is My Point Valid
Hi.
and tell anybody else, well, Brandon is doing this, and you don't. Why does anybody need an apology, like, from anybody else that's not?
I didn't even do nothing to y'all. Why do I need to apologize to y'all? I need to talk to her. So why is this a three-way conversation? I don't understand. These people be giving too much time to these doggone trolls. These people commenting. Just because people commenting on your stuff doesn't mean you got to reply. People be going on there. I don't understand how you go online and you get yourself so upset about all this stuff. Bro, turn it off, turn your phone off, and you won't see none of it.
That's like,
but these people be, oh, I'm depressed. These people don't like me. They hate me. You wouldn't know none of this stuff if you wasn't on dog on social media. What in the hell she got on? And who is that guy? That's the guy you talking about was doggone. Say, peep this. Say, check this out. That man should have been doing gym videos. Straight up. What are you giving women advice for? Man, she look like she a doggone Amish person or something. No, sir. We're going to know. No, sir. No. He should have told her she needed to get, hold on, we're going to wait about 3 days so you can get your hair done because you is not finna be on camera with your bonnet on.
Would Brandon,
Let me see it one more time.
If I walked out like
Let
that,
me see it one more time.
If I would have walked out like that, what would you have said to me?
Say, it would have been a skit, and we going back into the room so you can put something proper on. What kind of message are we sending?
I don't know what the message was, but she didn't wear the right attire for the message that needed to be had. And was
she saying anything?
She did say something.
She gave a statement.
She said something, but it was.
Did it sound like something that they had rehearsed before?
No, it was. He was talking. She was agreeing, and it was very, 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 very cringy. Where I couldn't watch the whole thing.
He was talking and she was agreeing,
and he was rubbing his
like
own,
on some slave type stuff.
Look, to me, she's not there, and I'm not saying. Like, mentally with him, she's probably all there together with everybody else, but with her husband,
he got her stupid.
She's not there.
Man, Lord have mercy.
And I don't, you know, and
he got her retarded.
I don't use that word, but it's a mess. And but this man is on a pedestal, and it's like, why? And if I'm not mistaken, I think his followers have went up since this.
Yes, because everybody is putting it on Front Street.
I don't know.
People don't care if you're doing if you're doing bad. If you have a following and you're doing it, and something happens like a tragedy or something, you're going to attract more people.
Yeah.
So
I think was this all a game? To it all. I think. Look,
was it all?
You want to hear my conspiracy theory? I want to know. Well, he said it was a year ago, but supposedly he still
that he cheated a year ago.
But listen. But then supposedly it's still going on because he has other mistresses. Anyway.
Whoa.
Yes.
It's the sis.
It's the sis. You heard me.
SSESS.
Yes, sir. So anyhow,
Oh, wow.
yeah. So
That man going in.
man,
He ain't bull driving out here in
and
these streets.
wait, what was I go? Where was I going? You had asked me something.
I don't remember. You talking about his other mistresses. He got other mistresses and
Vic
istresses.
said she was Miss Seeley.
Lord
Lord.
have mercy. Got to be more careful. Lord, we're gonna pray for her. We're gonna pray on her behalf.
But my conspiracy theory. I think that this is a whole ploy, and for him to write another book, but now have her included in everything that he's going.
That boy trying to be a best-selling author.
Absolutely, he already has books. He has books out.
No, he missed the limelight of being a best-selling author. He had to come up with something to get himself back out there.
Yeah, and so I think now this is just my conspiracy theory.
Marketing.
Because you have more followers than she
Yes,
came out
goodness.
and she did
that
her
means
little.
He gonna sell more books because all he got to do is put it out now, and he gonna tell everybody this is the tell-all story. Then he gonna have some pictures in there with her bonnet on, and they gonna feel sorry for it. They gonna be like, oh.
And a lot of people do feel sorry for her. A lot of people are.
I know. It's all a game.
Like, man,
this is some bull
So
jive.
I have a question. We're seeing that it's a game. Could you play this game?
Me?
You?
No, but it's entertaining to watch. It's entertaining to watch, but I ain't got see the way my patience is set up.
Exactly.
The way my attitude is set up. First of all, I ain't finna be listening to y'all and what y'all got to say. Half y'all ain't even got no man or no woman to be even giving me advice. So I don't even know why y'all up under the comments talking to this man. He giving y'all advice. So how you gonna come at him with some advice under his comments and he's the one that y'all look up to?
And we lining his pockets.
That's exactly what y'all doing. It's all a game.
It's a game.
If you don't think it's a game, keep playing.
Okay, we on them, but let's take it to somebody bigger.
Who else we got?
When Jay-Z came out with his album,
Lord
and then
mercy.
Beyonce came out with hers, it was all marketing.
That's all it is.
It was all marketing.
They were like, Jay-Z got another baby on the way. Side note, he got an album that's coming out next week. So y'all tune into that too.
Like a mess. And she talking about what I never listened to Lemonade, so y'all don't
Lemonade. What's Lemonade?
Beyonce's album.
Oh.
But and here's my reason why, because I felt like if that's what had happened, then that's what happened. Like between, why do the fans need to know? Man. But it's a marketing, it's
the whole beehive came out buzzing.
Like, yeah, B. And then, Jay saying whatever he did, but it's like, yo, I'm not giving you my money. Like,
not at all.
That's just how I.
First of all, you already got money, so what I'm giving you my money for?
Well, we keep giving it to him.
Man, that boy just taking folks' money.
But so yeah, we hold people on a pedestal, or we look at people and say, "Oh, you wouldn't do that because you're so sweet." And so that takes me to Gary Owens and his wife. Yeah. And then I think about who was it Quavo and Sweetie.
I was like, no, not Quavo.
I had a naive.
Quavo ain't cheat on Sweetie, did it?
I had a naive moment.
That's a grown man with a whole bunch of women throwing themselves at this man. So
I had a naive moment.
And even with what's the other member? Cardi B and Whoop de Whoop. What his name is?
That man.
Dang, what his name is?
Offset.
Quavo, Cardi B and Offset. He done cheated on her twice. He say, "Baby, I'm sorry." She like, "Oh, we up. If it's up, then 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 it's up. Now they up. They was just down twice. Now they up. Yeah, now they taking pictures online with him grabbing a booty and everything.
Here's what I won't. Here's what I'm not gonna do. I don't know what I would do. You understand what I'm saying?
I feel you.
You get what I'm saying?
I feel you.
So I'm not ever gonna be like, well, they should.
You should have.
Nope.
Yeah.
Because I don't.
You should have minded your business. That's what we need to start doing. Shoulda, woulda, coulda minded your business.
Your opinion don't count.
It don't.
Until somebody wants to leave and say, no, this isn't what I want to do. If they keep going back, that's on them. That ain't got nothing. And it's like, I'm saying fans. It's like people don't understand that. Like, oh, you're a celebrity, you're setting an example. These people selling things, making
First
a
off,
living.
half these folks from the hood, the same places we from. So how is y'all putting these people on pedestals? They got a whole lot of growing to do, just like we do.
I think they put them on pedestals because they made it. You saying
Because of the money factor of it.
I made it, but your mentality is not
Is because
changing.
I be listening to half these folks who got money, listening to them talk, and I have questions. A whole bunch of question marks come into play.
How did you?
Like,
How did you do that?
like you don't even know what want is, and yeah. But anyway,
We hold them high to a higher
we hold
standard,
them real high.
but we hold celebrities to a higher standard, but we not holding people who we need to be holding on a higher
You let your mama make it every day.
on a higher level. And then like back to Quavo and Saweetie.
Sweetie.
Just to touch on that a little bit.
Quavo.
I
Mama.
this is when I had my naive moment, because she would always be like, "Oh, he's doing this for me. She
did
he
videos
gave me
where
this."
she did. She was doing multiple videos like that where she was like, "Well, he a boss because he did this and he did that." So she went and found some bigger boss who did this and does even more than that. No,
that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying she portrayed it like gifts were
the foundation of the relationship.
Yeah.
I mean,
and you have young girls
who don't know no better, who their mama is younger than Saweetie,
seeing it and saying
that's their role model.
This is the life. Yeah. And so then when it comes down to it, all of a sudden it's, well, gifts don't make a good relationship. You think? Like now,
you just had a light bulb moment.
Think, but then it's like she had to come to that moment.
Yeah, I guess.
So because here's why I be talking the way I'm talking and be not really cautious, but because I don't know what I would do. I feel like I'm the smartest individual,
but it's kind of hard to say what you'll do in a situation you ain't never been
that
in.
I've never been in.
And that goes back to the people that's in the comments talking to these people like they know exactly what they're going through. You don't. First off, it's harder for them because money is playing. It is money and spotlight makes things much harder than they have to be, because you're dealing with a whole bunch of other personalities, a whole bunch of other opinions, and half the time we are indulging in these other people's opinions, and we don't even need to be reading, listening to, talking to, or any of that with these certain people. So we really, once again, be setting ourselves up for failure.
We set ourselves up for failure. We set ourselves up for failure. I watch couples all the time, but it's not to be like, ooh, I want to be like them. It's like, oh, they fun.
Yeah.
I'm fun.
It's more of a blueprint type of thing to see exactly how they're moving to get where they are.
But never in my time of me really like researching and what's the studying.
Yeah.
Studying. Have I been like, oh, they're up here. Money wise, they are up there. But
you don't know what their personal life is.
It all goes back to what we're showing, what we're putting out. But how are you on the inside? What are your what's the word I'm looking for? What are your morals? Like, what are your real morals? Because it's real easy to just be like, look good on the outside and have your physical image look good. But are you a nice person?
Huh?
Are
what you stand for?
What do you stand for? Are you willing to really help the next person and not just for money?
Are you willing to give hugs over drugs? Message. I had to throw that in there, man. I got my hugs from drug shirt on today, man. He say,
well, look, y'all better say it loud, because what? I'm black and I'm proud.
You feel me? She got her saying. If y'all can't see me, I got my black power fist up right now.
Oh my gosh.
It's still up.
Yo,
I'm taking it down.
we're back. This is my point valid. We're having fun today.
Yeah.
We don't usually talk about name drops and all that, but
Dropping
it was
names.
like it was so much going on and was so like it's what's in the air.
Man, COVID. Message. Yeah. Let's get it.
Oh my goodness. So
Oh, by the way, today's episode is sponsored by Hemp Dollar Cream Infused Honey. So check this out. Man, it's some amazing honey. If you're looking for a safe alternative to sugars and sweeteners, you need to come check out our honey. We infuse it with CBD, so that's going to help you with sleeping. We infuse it with turmeric and ginger, so that's going to help your face with dark spots and things like that. As well as inflammation. We have cinnamon, so that helps with weight loss. So you definitely want to check out our infused honey line at Mr. Hemp Dollar Creme. We also MrHempDollarCreme.com. We also have straws, so on the go if it's something that that is better for you instead of in a jar. You take it to the gym, take it to work. If you want to put it in your coffee, you want to put it in your tea, however you want to use it, I guarantee it's going to be a benefit in your life. So go check it out. Once again, MrHempDollarCreme.com, infused honey. And we're back.
yeah, I had a spoonful the other day because my allergies was acting up.
They were acting up,
Yeah, and
giving you the blues.
took me a spoonful.
One spoon.
I woke up feeling good the next morning.
Oh, sleeping. Another thing is going to help. Did I say sleeping?
You probably did.
I probably did because that's what it helps me with, sleeping. But anyway, back to our conversation about pedestals.
Who else we put on pedestals?
Man.
Oh, I thought you had it right away.
No.
Oh,
Who?
okay.
Who
else you put on pedestals?
I know who we need to put on the pedestal, ourselves.
Hey, very good.
What you talking about? I put myself on the pedestal. I'm looking down on all you haters. You feel me?
Hold on, but don't put yourself too high.
No, you know what I'm saying? I'm right between y'all and God. I'm right there, coasting.
Okay.
Get it in.
Like don't
you
go
feel
too
me?
high.
No, I ain't too high. No, not right now. Message. Move right along. We back, y'all. Yeah. Let's get it.
Whose man's is this?
Yours. You love me. I love you too.
Anyway.
We in this thing. We live at, what time is it? 5:03, you feel me?
Pedestals. Any more pedestals? Anybody else? Well, you said
put your mom on the pedestal.
Put your mom on the pedestal?
Put your mom on the pedestal.
How come?
I mean, hold on, whoa, let me remind that. I'm gonna put my mama on the pedestal. I don't know what your mama is like. I done seen some terrible mamas out there, so you might not want to put your mama on the pedestal. You might want to leave her where she at. You feel me? I'm putting my mama on the pedestal. Shout out to Miss Lisa Renee. We back, y'all. We in this thing. Let's get it.
I don't even know what to say.
Everyone's.
This guy. All right, back to the conversation, pedestals. Please. So yeah, we need to stop and worry about ourselves, basically.
Who else in the media?
I don't know. Look, those are the only people that I've seen that I've been like, okay. Anybody else? Look, because you remember, I used to be a faithful watcher of TMZ every day when it came on, and then I was getting a little bit. It was consuming a little bit because it was like keeping up with everything. So I just stopped.
Because they messy too.
Man.
They want you to know
they
gonna tell you about somebody dying before the people who the family is know they dying.
I don't watch them.
Goodness
I don't
gracious.
look at the shade room.
No.
I don't look at any of it because it's like
I ain't watching the news. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Two people y'all need to stop putting on a pedestal because they really ain't for us. Madam Vice and Sleepy Joe. You feel me?
You said Sleepy Joe.
They ain't really for us. Yeah, I seen Sleepy Joe did a whole interview about how we don't even know how to use a computer, so they need to dumb down the doggone voters. What's her name? Kamala Harris just got black 18 months ago. Moment of silence.
We're gonna bypass that.
Kamala Harris was not black 18 months ago. She
we,
was Jamaican and Asian. Now she a woman of color.
she's always been a woman of color. Hold on, let me stop you right there. She has always been a woman of color because
Oh,
she looks the way she
like
looks.
us.
She went to HBCU.
Oh,
She
that was that was a part of the
she
game.
is a person of color.
That's a
She is
part
a
of the
woman of
game.
color.
Say if you ain't really all the way black, but you think you black, go to HBCU and you get your card.
So,
We gonna give it to you. We gonna
talking
recruit
about
you.
pedestals, we do want to hold them on a higher.
We need to, cause
We
they
have
ain't talking about
to.
nothing for
We
us.
so busy. Look, we know about Derek Jackson.
I don't.
Well, yeah, you don't.
I don't know about no
But
Derrick Jackson. That sounds like
but
a
when I was
baseball player.
saying not we,
The
you,
world.
yes.
Okay, I got you. Cause I
See,
don't
you
know.
got yourself worked up.
Just,
Bring it back.
just woosah.
Now, we do need to hold them because we're looking at, we know every gossip. Well, I don't like we. Okay, you know, trying to get to
We
you.
as in them.
Yes.
When we say we mean them. Yeah.
But holding them accountable, knowing what's happening with, voting registration, what's happening in Georgia right now. Do people know about that? But no, they know that Derek Jackson's wife was wearing a bonnet. Like, it's
A whole bonnet on her head on live doggone internet.
the thing of this is it's messed up, and it's like we need to get it together and hold the people, really hold the people that need to be held accountable.
Talk about the people.
Talk about the people. Be about
Straight
the
up.
people. You sending money. I'm cool with the money.
Y'all keep sending it if you want to.
but don't send it to cover up. And that's
all the other money y'all sending everywhere else. You want to give me $1,400, but y'all giving trillions of dollars to other countries,
right? So we need to open our eyes to that. And it's not, it's not even political talk. It's not political talk. It is reality.
People are people.
What is your reality? Because same way that we're saying these celebrities are using marketing ploys and
absolutely.
And what do you think they're the top people are doing?
Mm-hmm.
We are the ploy. We the people are the ploy.
We are the pawns on the chessboard.
We are at the bottom of the totem pole.
Yes,
we're not we're not in the same tax bracket as
half of these people.
And so it's like we have to get a clue that people are people, but the people that we need to, we voted them in. That's what bothers me. It's like, okay, we voted them in, but now they just
on autopilot on our ass.
They ain't on autopilot. They know how the American person works. They're doing.
You give them a little bit, they'll shut up.
We're allowing them to do what they came in office to do.
Straight up.
That's all it is.
I give them a little bit, they'll shut up long enough for me to figure out how to give them a little bit more, so they'll shut up a little bit longer. That's the game.
That's the game. That's been the game. That's been the game. And it's like, I'm not saying hold them on a pedestal. They're on a pedestal.
They need to be held accountable.
They need to be held accountable
for all that stuff that we voted them in for. Them with all that rhetoric, all of that stuff that they were saying. We need to make sure they turn it into a reality, because right now we ain't living a reality. We live in I don't even know what to call it.
In a pandemic with the government giving us money. People can't work. People can't eat.
Yeah, we're going to give you a little bit of dollars.
Kids
so you can shut up.
At home. You got to wear masks.
That's that shut up money. On the check, it should have said, this your shut up money. Yeah, now shut up and take this money. God dog it.
and then we'll figure something else out. We'll
Yeah,
figure
we're gonna give you a little bit more money when you after you start making noise again. We're gonna give you a little bit more. Yeah,
it's a
it's
mess.
all a
So we
mess.
have to hold people. We have to hold ourselves accountable,
Yep,
because when we start holding ourselves accountable, or and if we really start pointing out what's wrong,
mm.
because we're marching, right? We're
Lord
marching.
have mercy.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter. Now it's
Now it's
Asian.
stop Asian
Stop
hate.
Asian hate. They used our tactics
But
to
no,
get the doggone media exposure that they
it's
needed.
not even about media exposure. It's about how are we going to get these people to stop killing us?
We
And
need to come together.
we have to come
All
together.
people of color,
All
Asians, Latinos, blacks. What other people?
imagine if we work together. Imagine if we, the people of color, don't
Talk
really like
about the
saying
people.
talk the people. What you say, black people, Native Americans,
All them. We
Spanish,
all have been
Hispanic people.
oppressed. We have all been have our stuff
But
taken
we've all
from
been
us.
oppressed in different ways. They
Exactly.
know
But
where
it's
to hit.
all from the same type of
They
person.
know where to hit each of us at. And right now, it. I mean, you know what they do to black people. Now you see, it's a continual thing. And so I think the only way to rise up above is for us to
Come
come
together.
together, because they keep on dividing us.
Yep.
You look at it, Black Lives Matter, but then you have people saying, well, all lives matter.
Blue lives matter.
It doesn't, sir, it doesn't mean that all lives don't matter. Now we have the stop Asian hate, right?
Hmm.
But it's like, then you have black people who don't agree, because they feel like Asians did not stand up when we were doing it's a whole thing, and it's really messed up,
Division is all it is.
because the end goal and if you don't know the reality of it, the end goal is for us to all be separated, so that the bigger people win.
Divide and conquer.
Divide and conquer. And
Huh.
that's always been the goal. It's always been the goal from the beginning. It has always been the goal. They are not for us.
At all.
We are for us.
And that in some instances we ain't even for us.
That because we're so caught up in what they what they think or what they are. But it's like, y'all, we have to come together. We have to stop this nonsense of, well, you did it.
Mm-hmm.
What, we got to come together. We have to, because it's more of us. If
Because
you
I
get
know
my
for me, I
drift.
know for me, and this goes to the coming together stuff, part of it. I know I be feeling some type of way about when I see black people from Europe, but in an interview that I was watching,
Your
they
perspective changed, right?
exactly because when
Tell it
they walk
what.
into
Okay,
a room before they even open,
hold on. What was your before you saw before your perspective changed? Keep it nice. Before your perspective changed, what did you think about black actors coming to America, taking roles of black Americans that they're playing? For example, Judas and the Black Messiah, Daniel I don't know how to
that
pronounce
guy,
his name. Him. You have the lady who's playing Aretha right now, Cynthia Erivo. They're coming here. You
you got
have
my
on
boy
Dude in
on
Snowfall.
Snowfall.
What's his name?
I don't even know none of their real
Idris.
names.
It's Idris something. Then you have, but how did you feel about that before your perspective had
I
changed?
definitely felt some type of way
Why?
because it's like we have enough black Americans
Mm-hmm.
or black Americans,
Mm-hmm.
should I say, play on words, shout out Lakeithia, um, that can take those roles. So
Mm-hmm.
why are we going outside of what the actual person is to play that role? I don't understand. I mean, it. I still don't. I still don't understand. I still it feels some kind of way, but it's kind of understandable to me now. Because I mean, at the end of the day, when black people, when whether you're from Europe, whether you're African, when you walk into a room, before you even open your mouth, you're a black person.
Because
You're
what
not
do
an
they see
African.
first? They
They
see
see
your
your skin.
skin.
You're not an African. You're not a European. You're not a Great Britain. Whatever you call it. You are black.
You are black.
So that kind of changed my perspective on having those type of actors take on Black American roles.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a little bit more understanding to that, but I still feel some type of way because like I say, it's enough Black American actors that can fill that to fill that spot. So
Is there?
I get, yeah, it is.
Who? Well, they have Jennifer Hudson's playing Aretha Franklin as well, but it was interesting to hear that interview and to hear, like you said, to hear her perspective. And
Yeah,
then I had also watched another interview that was saying like they are in Europe, they're going to these acting, so they're trained actors, and then they come to America because the opportunity is not there,
yeah,
because racism is worse there. I'm not saying it's worse there than
it is here.
here. Or hold on, let me say it like this: their racism is not out where everyone can see it.
They stab you in the back. Out here, they stab you in your
They gonna
face.
call you right what it is,
They gonna
right to
stab
your
you in
face. They
your
don't
heart.
care. And so it's does that equate back to pedestals? Like, does that go back into being a
Yes,
higher
cause our skin color automatically keeps us off of the
off the
pedestal,
pedestal?
and our counterparts are
Hmm.
automatically put on a pedestal.
Yep.
So it's all, and I'm reading the book that I'm reading now. I can't remember the name of it, but it's talking about paradigms and how we see things, and um, it's not about personality. It's what is your character. We need to start from the inside out.
Isn't that what I had said
Yeah,
earlier?
it
Yeah.
all like once again, my boy Michael Jackson. It starts with the man
The
in the
man
mirror.
in the mirror.
Because if we're all working on ourselves, the world would be a better place because we wouldn't have to worry about the next person working on themselves and being the best person they can be.
Or having an
Because
opinion. You should have done. Well, what
exactly,
would you have done? What are you
yeah,
doing for yourself
yeah,
in order for this to work? And that's why we remember when I was saying about the stop that we were on, the stop that Asian hate and Black Lives Matter. And when I first saw the stop the Asian hate,
mm.
it was
It made you feel some type of
it,
way.
it was a moment because it was like they were asking Black people to help them. And I had a moment where it was like, y'all ain't help
Y'all ain't help
us.
us.
And then
It's like open your eyes a little bit wider.
I had a moment where it was like I watched a YouTuber that I watch, and she said everything that I needed to hear in those 13 minutes that made me want the perspective of it's not about you and it's not just about them.
Mm-hmm.
That whole division part,
Open your
open your
eyes a little bit
eyes.
wider.
Because what I was doing was just placing, you ain't helped me.
Yeah.
When I said Black Lives Matter, it was you come in our stores and you do this and this and this.
The
It
blame
was the
game.
blame game, and we got to stop playing this
The
blame
blame
game.
game. Oh, side note: 7 Habits of Highly Effective People is the book that I'm reading right now. So y'all check that out because it's a great read. Anyway.
But yeah, so I had my perspective had to change, and it's so crazy because once I started looking at it, once I had told you, Brandon, this is what it is, all right? Like it's not about the division. It's not just about Black people being with Black people and
Mm-hmm.
Hispanic. It's everybody.
Everybody
It is everybody having
against them.
having to come together and to realize that we are bigger in numbers, and that we have to come together.
We have all the power if we realize it.
And yes, and then to think about it, we had an Asian man come to our door last Friday,
Yes.
and it was like, wow.
Yes.
And
It
I
was refreshing from both perspectives because as we were talking, he mentioned how And I didn't even put this together about the whole Asian
I didn't
thing.
I
I
wasn't
didn't
my
even put
mind.
that, my mind was not even on that. But he was saying how all right, so he's a water distributor. So he goes door to door selling water. So he came to our door and we're having an amazing conversation. And then we got into people being people, people doing stupid things like that. And he was saying how he came across a guy who was giving him racial slurs.
Mhm.
And in my mind, I wasn't even thinking about the bigger picture of it. I was just thinking about that's messed up because he was giving you racial slurs. But in his mind, the guy, it was bigger
It
than
was
that
big.
because it's my people. It's not just me, it's me as a people that is being affected by all of the Asian hate and murder and all of that stuff there. So that was a that was a, I really enjoyed having the conversation with him. Not because he was Asian, just the conversation was good. It was a genuine conversation.
That
I didn't
we
prejudge him
did
because of who he
that
was. It was just I'm having a conversation with another guy
that
and it's a good conversation.
that was
That's all it
all it
was.
was. It had nothing to do with, because when I think it kind of threw him, because I was not going to open my door. Isabel unlocked the door. I said, "Little girl, what are you doing?"
God, dog.
So then that triggered me to open the door. And I'm telling you, I think all of this happened for a
I
reason.
believe so.
It all happened for a reason. Her unlocking the door, no better than unlock the door. I think she thought it was you, but anyway. And so I think it got him because my mind, like you said, my mind didn't go there, but he was like, "Are you why?" Because he said, "You think I can have your hoops? Can you want to trade hoops?" And I was like, "What do you? Oh, you have hoops," and that's how he got it going. I think he was just testing the air to
Mm-hmm.
see, is she an angry black woman? And
Yeah.
can I trying to fill it out?
Yeah.
And then he said, "Well, this is they sent me out here. Well, why did they send me back?" And I was like, okay, all right, he's cool. I can talk to him. But my
Yeah.
mind never went to the situation that had happened in Atlanta, like at all. But like you said, it was just good conversation. He told us his story. It was just like in that moment of me knowing my perspective, it was just like he is a human being.
Yeah.
And for him to talk to us too, it was just like y'all are human.
Exactly.
It had nothing to do with
Race,
race.
if anything,
It was just like y'all
social
are
status, nothing. It was
nothing.
just two or three people having a
Having a
conversation.
conversation. And I'm not gonna say I don't know if anybody else was having conversation with him or anything like that, but maybe we were the ones who like brightened his
I
day,
believe so. I
made him
believe so.
feel
Like it's
okay.
all worth it.
Because like you said, he has to go knock on people's doors, so you don't know what you're knocking on.
Yeah. You don't know who you're
You
running
don't,
into, so it's
right.
validating for you as a person in the space, whatever space that you're in, to
Hmm.
have people, genuine people, have conversation with you and not bark at you or talk down to you or anything like that. So
We have to stop doing that. We have to
yeah.
stop assuming. Oh, okay, that does go, because we have to stop putting ourselves on a pedestal
Mm-hmm.
with other races, because how am I any better than you?
Yeah.
People go through life every day, and I don't we you can say, well, you don't know my struggle, but do you know theirs?
Exactly. Experiences are different. Circumstances are different. It's a lot of different variables that play into people's lives, so you can't automatically assume anything.
Yeah. And we have to stop assuming with celebrities, with
Yeah.
politicians, with everybody. And we need to get a hand on how we are dealing with ourselves, and come down off of your high horse,
Mm-hmm.
and take a look at life, because
Yep.
what you say, it is what it
It
is.
is what it is. Man, that was some good
It
conversation right there. We
was.
had some fun today.
No.
We had some fun today. Yes, goodness. But yeah, we have to be mindful of how we put people on pedestals, how we treat people,
Yes.
how we act towards people,
Yes. Because you don't ever
how we see people.
know what person is going through.
Exactly.
And your kindness might shift their whole mentality
Yeah.
of what they're going through.
Yeah. So we appreciate everyone once again for tuning in to another episode of Is My Point Valid? What y'all think? Was some of our points valid?
Were they? Were they?
What you think? Yeah. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. We'll be back next Monday with another hot topic.
I don't know what it's
On
gonna
Is My
be.
Point Valid? So y'all stay blessed. Continue to have a blessed week, and blessings to all of y'all. We'll see y'all next time.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.